I'm going to do another speech, but first, I'm going to tear through a wall and flex my nipples.
While most people would need months of study to pull off someone else's character, for Williams, it was just another day when he casually slipped into Pacino's iconic intensity right in the middle of an interview.
I have that voice. Annunziato! Mandalaro Galahisto.
The best part is how Pacino actually plays along and helps Robin sell the impression, showing just how good the chemistry was between the two all-timers.
Questa. I'm out of order. You're out of order.
The Johnny Carson Show hosted some of the greatest impersonators of all time, from Jim Carrey to Rich Little, but no one cracked Carson quite like Williams did with his spot-on Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
I'm back. Watch out, Denmark. Mother, come here. I love you. Big kiss for you. Sorry, you're dead.
It was one of those rare moments where Johnny stopped being the host and became the biggest fan in the room, laughing harder than anyone else.
I'm going to do another speech, but first, I'm going to tear through a wall and flex my nipples.
There's one guy who could do porn, and I think we all would watch. That guy is Chris Walken.
Few actors are as fun to imitate as Christopher Walken, and no one did it quite like Williams. During his stand-up, he didn't just do a Walken impression. He went completely off the rails and let his imagination run wild with it.
I'm inside you. Inside you, deep inside you, now, yes, now! I came an hour ago.
With his over-the-top energy and quick wit, Williams was the kind of guy who always seemed like he was high, so pulling off the perfect Michael Jackson impression was the least out-of-the-box thing he'd do.
Why would you want the bones of an elephant, man?
It's the way I am. And I love, you know.
The Academy Awards were never quite the same when Robbie was around. He spent less time following the script and more time roasting an entire lineup of celebrities.
And you say to them, they go, what are these lumps under my eyes? I go, those are your nipples, madam.
At the 77th Oscars, when he came out to present Best Animated Feature, he went completely off the rails, firing off nearly a dozen celebrity impressions as cartoon characters, from Martin Scorsese to Marlon Brando, and left the whole crowd in stitches.
Brando could have been Elmer Fudd.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbit.
Robin's uncanny ability to switch characters on the fly almost landed him the Joker in the 90s Batman, right up until Jack Nicholson swooped in at the last second. And instead of getting mad, Robin just laughed it off with a really funny Jack impression.
Listen, Robbo, I'm real sorry about it. Maybe I'll send you a couple of t-shirts, smart boy.
The two kept the jokes going for years, and every time they crossed paths, some hilarious roasting was guaranteed, especially when Robin won his first Academy Award.
When I won my Academy Award, he was there. He won, this was his third Academy Award. And he goes, you know, Robbo, now I have one for every decade. You bastard!
From TV shows to iconic movies, Williams always found a way to sneak his own humor into every scene. But the role that gave him total freedom to improvise was easily the genie in Aladdin.
Are you looking at me? Did you rub my lamp? Did you wake me up? Did you bring me here?
With all the impressions he packed in, it honestly felt like Robin was just messing around in the booth while the animators animated around him.
All right, how do I look?
Like a vampire on a day pass.
Williams felt a little out of place early on in Dead Poets Society until Peter Weir told him to improvise. That's when Robin turned Shakespeare into a Brando and John Wayne impression, and it worked so perfectly that it stayed in the film.
But if any of you have seen Mr. Marlon Brando...
Oh, but Shakespeare can be different. France, Romans, countrymen. Let me rest.
During a 90s Clarence Clemens concert, fans expected Bruce Springsteen to show up. Instead, Williams burst onto the stage and surprised everyone with a wild Elmer Fudd-style impression of Bruce singing one of his hits, a bit he later repeated in his stand-up special An Evening with Robin Williams.
I'm driving in my car, turn on the radio. I put you a little quote.
In Mrs. Doubtfire, Williams was constantly improvising in that elderly getup, especially during the scene where he cycles through different voices with help from his brother Frank.
I should never buy Gribbinus from a moil. It's so chewy.
The rapid-fire impressions already had the cast on the verge of breaking, but the moment he suddenly turned into a witch and started improvising, they were quite literally done for.
Maybe I need the ruby slippers. Oh, give me those slippers. Girl with a good pair of shoes can go a long way. Please help. It's been 4 weeks since I've used a wand.
Issues.
Williams, true to his improv spirit, was breaking norms even when he was impersonating. While most impressionists stuck to famous celebs, he never shied away from playfully trolling just about anyone, even Shakespeare.
A couple of beers, knocking on doors, going, is this 2B or not 2B? I wrote that, it's mine. I'm William Shakespeare, right? Kiss my tights.
The heads-up game on The Ellen Show might be tricky for other celebs, but for Williams, it was a total cakewalk with his crazy accents and impersonations.
French?
From French to German accent, he nailed every single one, right up until he had to impersonate Miley Cyrus. And well, it couldn't have been done more hilariously.
Imagine a wrecking ball.
Oh! Miley Cyrus. Yeah.
Robin just happened to be one of those artists who was crazy talented before he ever got famous. When he appeared on Laugh-In in 1977, he was already making people lose it, and his overly excited redneck impression instantly had Frank Sinatra laughing.
Can I just shake your hand?
Why not?
Oh, Marlene, sell my clothes. I'm going to heaven. I'm so happy to be here I could drop a log.
The only thing that ever held back Williams's impressions was the physical look of the characters he played. But with the genie's morphing abilities in Aladdin, those limits disappeared instantly. Not just through his voice acting, but with animation that perfectly matched it.
All right, Sparky, here's the deal. If you want to court the little lady, you gotta be a straight shooter. Do you got it?
True to his style, he went all out, packing the character with countless celebrity cameos and pop culture references hidden in plain sight, and even giving us a taste of memes long before the internet ever existed.
I can't believe it. I'm losing to a rug.
At the roast of Richard Pryor in 1977, Williams hit the stage and instantly set the tone. Pryor could barely hold it together, knowing Williams was about to unleash a wave of spot-on and brutally funny impressions of his characters.
Thank you. Oh, say what it was. Thank you. Get down, Funky. Okay, get back up here.
During Robin's appearance on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, as if the interview didn't already have a whole bunch of cartoon and celebrity voices, he took it up a notch with his spot-on presidential takes, especially the physical comedy in his Roosevelt bit.
People don't remember him having red hair, but most of the photographs are in black and white. Yeah. There's only one old movie of him basically walking around like.
And that was only the beginning. Over his career, he kept nailing presidential impressions, from talk shows to SNL, and his roasting of Reagan stood out every single time.
Sometimes he talks like a badly dubbed Chinese kung fu movie, isn't it? Well, I feel I'm doing better now.
Few characters get the honor of being impersonated by Williams more than once, and Christopher Walken was definitely one of them, especially when Robin did Walken's hilarious tail story on The Letterman Show.
I'd want a tail. And people, why, Chris? Well, if I was happy, my tail would be up. And obviously, if I was sad or scared, my tail would be down.
Few people could blow the house down quite like Williams, whether it was a spot-on impression or his hilariously unfiltered gibberish in a thick Scottish accent. He had a knack for turning almost anything into pure comedy gold.
And once I get off the plane in Scotland, I need subtitles. It's very hard. What?